Butterflies ride swerving down here. I promise my money ain't hurting now, chill. I got it wrapped like a turban down here. I got them tram boys serving down here. Got cars, got clothes, got fame. Got bars, got flows, got game.
Greetings and welcome to another edition of Seamless Style, powered by Politics and Polaroids. I'm your host, Mr. Parker. Greetings, and salutations. Hope everyone is having a wonderful, blessed day, week, and weekend. This particular episode has no particular theme to it. Yep, no particular theme. We're just gonna have fun today, man. We're just gonna do some ensembles, man. We're just gonna have fun with the Ralph, all right? We're just gonna still have fun with polo, all right? Polo, rugby, black label, purple label, denim and supply, Polo University Club, chap. We're just gonna have fun with the Ralph today, man. All right, we're gonna do 3 rigs, just random, exciting, fun-filled looks for you. That's it. That's what I got for you this week. Why, you may ask? No particular reason. Just that's where I am mentally, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I saw a piece on eBay and I thought it would be a perfect piece to represent season 6, right? So I grabbed it. And when it arrived with another piece that I had grabbed also for season 6. Little did I realize that these 2 pieces work absolutely wonderfully together. All right. I'm talking about type of wonderfully together. So I was so happy and excited by the fact that I got 2 pieces at reasonable prices that I was intending on wearing separately, that I can still wear separate. I've still built ensembles for them separate from each other, but they also work perfectly together. Whew. Season 6 is gonna be so, it's gonna be seamless. Seamless. So, like I said, it just got me so hyped up. I was so happy about that I was like, you know what? I'm just going to give them some fire this week. I'm just going to give them some fire. I ain't going to even have no thing. Just give them that heat, right? Now, when you're talking about just doing fire ensembles, right? When you're talking about just doing dope outfits, that almost eliminates summer from the equation. It is what it is. This godforsaken heat that gives people migraines, that kills people, that some of you love so much until it's here. Because I see all y'all complaining. I see folk complaining. The same folk that's like, oh, I can't wait till summer. I can't wait till summer gets here. And now it's here and you're like, oh my God, it's so hot outside. Oh, I can't breathe. Shut the fuck up. Shut it up. You asked for it, so now you got it. Deal with it. Take your ass outside. It is what it is. Anywho, I digest. 3 rigs plus the ensemble I'm wearing. Now the ensemble I'm wearing is an ensemble that I would wear if I went on a tweed run. All right. If you don't know what a tweed run is, they still have it in the UK. They had one. Rugby sponsored it here in the States quite a while ago, maybe almost 20 years now. but they brought out pieces for this particular tweed run that they did in New York. A tweed run is a bicycle race. It's not even a race, really. It's just like-minded folks who love to dress in this particular style, riding bicycles. In New York, obviously, they rode them through Manhattan, rode them through the city. And in the UK, I think they ride them through London. I will make a tweed run. I'll either put one together myself, or I'll take my butt over to the UK and participate in one. But either way, I'm not doing a tweed run until I get my penny farthing. All right. Now, I have an eye on a penny farthing that I am going to eventually get, but it's not that high on the priority list right now. All right. But once I get this penny, then I'll start looking at making arrangements to be in a tweed run. It's on my bucket list. All right. But that said, this ensemble is if I were going to a tweed run. Suede tassel loafers, navy and gold, 2 of the 4 basic food groups of varsity, striped rugby socks. I did a pair of corduroy trousers, all right, in a college gray. I have on a Rugby Ralph Lauren club collared dress shirt, striped in gold, navy, and white with a white pointed collar. I did a Rugby Ralph Lauren club tie in navy and gold with a rugby scribbled logo on the tie. Okay. And I did a herringbone sports coat, a tweed herringbone sports coat, brown elbow patches trimmed in leather here. And I finished the look off with a pair of Ralph Lauren glasses, polo Ralph Lauren glasses, and a tweed run tweed bicycle cap. All right. The herringbone tweed bicycle cap from the tweed run that was sponsored by Rugby Ralph Lauren. All right. Rugby on the undercarriage of the bicycle bill, and the navy and gold stripe going down the center. All right. So this is how I would present myself on my penny, riding through the London streets or riding through the streets of Manhattan on a tweed run. All right. Oh, and I got a Rugby Ralph Lauren messenger bag here that has a varsity style aviator navy and gold stripe. All right. That is my look. Now, fragrance of the ensemble. Ralph's Club. Why Ralph's Club? Very simple. We need a manly scent, and we need a scent that's going to last long when dealing with this ensemble, because we're going to be outside. Now, granted, in this ensemble, and the tweed run is a fall event, right? So if you go to UK, even though they just had it and it's not fall here, it's fall there. Temperature wise, you have a tweed run here, you're going to schedule it for the fall. All right. Late October, early November. All right. So these layers are appropriate for a tweed run. But because you're going to be outside, because you're going to be riding your bicycle, and because you're going to be networking and polo ticking with like-minded folk, you want to smell good, but you want to be able to smell good and smell like a Ralph Lauren guy over the course of several hours of activities. All right. So for me, Ralph's Club or Supreme Ode was going to be my fragrance of choice. And I just decided to go with Ralph's Club because the fragrance appeals more to the time period of this particular ensemble, right? It appeals more to that time period. Your 30s, 40s, 50s. Ralph's Club tends to appeal more to that time than Supreme Ode would. But out of the Ralph Lauren line of fragrances, those 2 fragrances I have discovered last the longest. okay? And you want something that's going to be long lasting as well as manly. Now, without any further ado, let's get into this episode, man. We just having fun today. We just having fun. Y'all ready? Me too. Let's go. Our first rig, we are looking at a pre-fall type of look here. All right. Matter of fact, I'll let you in on a little secret. All three of these rigs are going to be pre-fall, early fall type looks. All right. Depending on where you live, depending on how early in the year it starts to cool down, mid to late September, early October through November. With these particular looks, you are going to have a few brighter colors still in the matrix, still in the mix. But for the most part, we're looking at fall colors, right? But pre-fall and early fall, as far as the weight of our pieces for these ensembles. Now, this first rig features one of my favorite things about rugby shirts. One of my favorite things about rugby shirts is the fact that when Ralph Lauren decides to make a rugby shirt into a rugby sweater, it changes the game. Now, the thing about a rugby shirt being turned into a rugby sweater is it's very simple. It's one simple detail that changes the entire look, the entire structure of a rugby shirt. A rugby sweater can be your sweater material like wool, right? Cotton, or it could be fleece. In the particular case of Rig 1, we have a rugby sweater that is fleece. It's a beautiful, beautiful piece. Simple, they're very attractive. Very attractive. Start at the bottom. Shoe choice. I wanted to keep it simple. I wanted to keep it preppy. I wanted to have a vintage look. I wanted to have a worn-in look as far as my footwear choice. So I pulled out a pair of snuff suede boat shoes. I've had these for a while, and these snuff suede boat shoes are of a snuff hue. Beautiful, comfortable, yet very stylish, very stylish. As far as hosiery, I went with a pair of socks that have the 4 basic food groups of varsity. All right. Navy, ruby red, college green, and gold. Simple, subtle striping, coordinates with the ensemble, also has an extra little bit of pop of color. Scroll up, we went with white slim fit chinos. White slim fit chinos. So if you're a prude who does not wear white after Labor Day, maybe you'll have to switch your pants up. You'll probably also need to get a life, because who gives a damn about that rule? Not I. Slim fit chinos in the white. Simple, yet actually, because of the colors that we're using in this ensemble, the white has a little bit of pop to it, which is an added plus. We went with a white OCBD, and attached to that white OCBD, we went with a bow tie that has Rugby Royal, gold, and dark navy rep stripes. Interesting choice, but I did not want to have a lot of matching going on as far as the colors that we're using in this ensemble. Now, everything is color coordinated. Things go together primarily because anything that has color on it or in it in this ensemble is linked by gold. And that's what makes these things work here. And then our featured piece, Polo Ralph Lauren, long sleeve, rugby sweater, fleece material, purple polo player. Small, not inconspicuous, but it's not affecting the ensemble. Y'all know how I am about the polo player, but it's not affecting the ensemble in this particular case, all right? White rugby collar, traditional white rugby collar, white placard that is underneath and hidden, and kangaroo pockets on the front. So it almost wears like a hoodie, but a little more stylish than a hoodie because, again, we're talking about a rugby sweater. You could finish this look off with a color coordinated beanie. You could finish this look off with a tam, driver's cap, baker's cap, if you wanted to put a little bit of more of a vintage spin on your headwear. You could even do a dad cap if you have one, say with, I would say probably green and yellow, something along those lines if you had a dad cap, or just sport whatever your preferential haircut is. You don't have to have headwear with this particular ensemble. This ensemble is not a rocket science ensemble, but it does have a little certain something to it that when you step out with this, people gonna pay attention. People gonna notice. They're gonna realize that you have on a rugby shirt, but wait, it's wearing like a sweater. It's got kangaroo pockets on the front. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, by the time you're seeing this, it's either still on his page or it's been sold. But Lotique actually has one of these for sale. I want to say it's either an extra large or a 2X. I think the color pattern, it's the same striping. It's the same type of rugby sweater, but it's a different color palette. It might be gray and navy or something. I can't remember, but it's a really nice piece. It's just not my size. Otherwise, it may already say sold on it, and I'd have it on its way here. All right. That said, if you like this piece, one of y'all should grab it if it's in your size. Go check out Lotique on Instagram. All right. But again, just a fun ensemble, nice pre-fall, late September, early October, nice little ensemble to throw on for your weekend gathering, whatever that may be. All right. And it's just one of those type of ensembles that has pops of color going on, but that is coordinated. It's going to make people pay attention and notice how you move. Now for our second rig, same time frame, right? Same time frame, late September, early October. Temperatures may be the same, maybe just a little bit warmer outside. All right. This look, even though it's pre-fall or early fall, because of the color pops, it's still going to give people remnants of summer. But there's a layer in here that's going to let people know it's not summer. All right, if that makes any sense. This second rig features a piece that when I saw it recently, I lost my mind. I have a piece exactly like this piece, but in a different color. And when I saw that piece, I lost my mind. So obviously when I saw this piece, I lost my mind yet again. That said, let's start at the bottom because I really want y'all to see this ensemble and just appreciate how patterns and fabric mixing is just the creme de la creme of pre-fall and fall. Start at the bottom. I broke out the Bienne boat shoes. Very rare for me to wear these shoes. I've had these shoes 6-7 years now, and I can probably count on 2 or 3 fingers how many times I've worn these shoes. I've actually worn them. I would venture to say that over the 5, almost 6 seasons of Seamless Style, these shoes have probably been featured in an ensemble as much as I've actually worn them. All right. to be in a boat shoes in the rustic orange. All right. Penny loafer style vamp on these boat shoe beauties. That rustic orange, that beautiful Gurkha tan, a little bit of brown here and there. No socks, no hosiery for this look. Now, if you do want to do hosiery, the primary color in this ensemble is probably the way you need to go as far as hosiery, but I would make sure that your hosiery is a solid color and is close to, if not exactly identical as the primary hue in this ensemble. Scroll up. I broke out the linen Prepster pants, slim fit because I had them tailored to a slim fit with a wonderful taper at the bottom. A plaid pattern, Kelly green, orange, white plaid. Colors are popping. Prepster pants, linen, lightweight linen material. Very stylish. Very charismatic. These pants, albeit great for the summer, make for a good wear during pre-fall as well, because the temperatures aren't so low that you can't get away with wearing linen pants. But because of the hues in this pants, there are things you can do as far as fall colors that you can still make these pants work through September and even going on into October. Scroll up. We went with a white long sleeve woven sports shirt. We left the tail out on the left side only. All right. You could do the tail out on both sides. You can do the tail out all the way around. You can do the tail out only in the back. It doesn't matter, but you want that tail out just to casual up your look, right? Just to casual up the look, you want the tail out just a little bit. Our featured piece, Prep sweatshirt. A classic style, athletic department style crew neck sweatshirt. Beautiful V insert for long lasting structure of your crew neck. V inserts, as I've stated numerous times on this show, is something that I look for in a sweatshirt when I purchase a sweatshirt by Ralph Lauren, because one, it's just an iconic staple of a traditional sweatshirt, but it also, like I said, keeps that crew neck intact. Across the front, we have Prep embroidered in a beautiful, simple, yet iconic collegiate font. Under that, we have a white cylindrical shape with 0-67 cut out of that particular shape. What this simple lettering does for this sweatshirt can almost not be put into words. When you start talking about athletic department style sweatshirts, this is your go-to. Now, the color, which is a Kelly green, may be a little off the beaten path, right? It may be a little bit rare as far as traditional, iconic athletic department sweatshirts go. But with that said, this look, this sweatshirt is a beast. It's a beast. I have the same sweatshirt in a wine hue with white lettering. When I saw this one, it was a no-brainer. And I almost got the matching sweatpants, but I just don't need a lot of sweatsuits, and I'm not really in the market for sweatpants right now, but I had to have this sweatshirt. Right? I had to have it. This look like Rig 2, perfect ensemble for your weekend outing, whether it be with the missus or with the partners. This is a perfect look, casual footwear, linen pants, stylish linen pants, charismatic, damn near flamboyant linen pants with a classic look up top, the prep sweatshirt. What else can you ask for? Now for our last rig, I'll just let you know up front, it's my favorite look of the episode. It's my favorite look of the episode. I'm not going to say, and it's not even close, because obviously I like all of these looks. And y'all know how I feel about tweed. And y'all know how I feel about rugby. But this last rig is my favorite look of the episode. Now, I have worn the main pieces of this ensemble already on this platform. It was for BTS. I have not worn this ensemble out just yet because, again, pre-fall, fall. But that said, this ensemble is an absolute must-wear. It's an absolute must-wear. So at some point, late September, early October, you're going to see this ensemble on yours truly. Probably early October because of two reasons. One, the level of layering up top. And 1A, I'm going to just let y'all see the ensemble as I tell you what 1A reason is as to why it will probably be early October when you see me actually don this ensemble. Let's start at the bottom. I just simply went with my favorite pair of brown dress shoes. All right, the Shanley tassel loafers in the leather. All right, beautiful chocolate brown leather tassel loafers by Polo Blue Label, reasonably priced Shanley tassel loafer. This particular style of loafer is still available online. If you need a pair of wonderful, sophisticated dress shoes at a non-Purple Label price, this is the way to go. Hosiery, navy socks with subtle white striping. Very subtle, very small stripes, almost like a pinstripe. Almost like a pinstripe. Scroll up, Ralph Lauren dress slacks in a tonal plaid pattern. All right, but these dress slacks are what I would consider somewhere in between French and aviator navy. All right, not quite as dark as aviator navy, not quite as rustic looking as your French navy. Our belt, albeit you can't see it here, is a nice simple chocolate brown leather belt. Now scroll up, we have a spread collared sports shirt, Columbia blue based with navy and white striping. We have attached to that a navy bow tie with white striping. Rep stripe bow tie, white striping, navy based, aviator navy based. Over top of that, we have a Rugby Ralph Lauren crew neck collegiate R sweater. French navy based, wonderful V insert. Our collegiate antique R that's in the center of our crew neck sweater is faded and chipped for an added vintage look. Just a thing of beauty, just a thing of absolute beauty. And then to finish off the top portion of our look, we have this wonderful baseball jacket by Rugby Ralph Lauren. This jacket, we have it currently styled here somewhat more like a cardigan than we do a jacket. It does have a unique shawl style baseball collar in an aviator navy. It has French navy pin striping over top of a cream based lightweight baseball jacket. And then it has that exact same collegiate antique R for rugby on our left chest in an aviator navy. Finished the look off with a Rugby Ralph Lauren Baker's cap, lightweight, in the cream pinstripe. So this entire look, this entire ensemble screams Negro League baseball. It screams Satchel Paige. It screams Josh Gibson, Homestead Grays, you know? It screams baseball. This look, with me being a black man, obviously, when I put this look on, it's gonna put people back in those nostalgic days of the greatest baseball that was ever played, the Negro Leagues. So that's why I'll probably wait till early October, because the pennant races will be going on. It's gonna put everybody in a wonderful mood when you step out with this ensemble. That said, it's still an ensemble that's great for the weekend outing. Again, significant other, the fellas, it works either way. If you're going to a sports bar, great look. If you're out and about all day and you're talking early October, still a great look. But this look has Negro League inspirations written all over it. People are going to love it. It's a fun ensemble. It's a great conversation starter. And it's a Rugby Ralph Lauren collector's dream look. And that's another episode in the books. Old Hillside straight rye whiskey. I'm gonna put all of the information to this particular bottle and these particular notes on the screen. Whew. Oh my God. Old Hillside is just, I don't know. I don't really know what to tell you. If you're a whiskey or a bourbon connoisseur and you have not tried old Hillside bourbon or Old Hillside straight rye, you're not a whiskey or bourbon connoisseur. You're just somebody that drinks whiskey or bourbon from time to time. Whew. Man. Everything advertised and more. Get you a bottle, man. Get you a bottle. They are in select ABC stores throughout the country, but they have a website and it's on the screen. Get you a bottle. Get you a couple bottles. I'm not going to be satisfied until I have tasted all of their product. That said, that's another episode in the books. What did y'all think? We're just simply having fun, man. We're just simply having fun today. Which ensemble was most your style? As I already told you, obviously I like all four looks, so you would not be seeing them. But that said, Red 3 was my favorite. That Negro League inspiration type ensemble is just something different, because that's the time frame, that's the time period that I love the most when it comes to menswear, when it comes to dressing. And it doesn't matter if you're white, black, or other. Those days were when men dressed like men. And I love it. I love watching movies that have a heavy influence on those time frames simply because of how they dressed. I can watch Sherlock Holmes, the one with Robert Downey. I can watch Sherlock Holmes, Game of Shadows. I can watch those movies 3-4 times a day each, just to look at how they're dressed. I love how they dressed back then. I just love it. Anywho, we moving along. We getting through this unbearable, stupid fucking summer. Somebody said that summer act like it has somewhere to be. Good. Get your monkey ass the fuck out of here, because I don't rock with you. So I'll be glad when you're gone. Bring on fall. Season 6 is coming. These ensembles for season 6. If you're not a drinker, some of these ensembles are going to turn you to drinking. I'm going to probably create some alcoholics from these ensembles. That's how serious season 6 is going to be.
Cap.
I done had too much, I think. Anywho, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and tell a friend. Because we here, just having fun. That's what we doing. All of this is meant to be fun anyway. You can take it serious, but don't take it too serious. Artists paint pictures, haters paint narratives. Y'all have a good one.